Welcome to your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. I'm Nathan, and every week, my co-host and girlfriend Rachel and I discuss all things in the sports drama universe.
Sprinkled in with pop culture, we cover topics from Bravo to Brady and everything in between. So keep listening to find out more. Cheers!
Welcome to the Jason Witten episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose. I'm Nathan, and sitting over here to my right is Miss Rachel Rooney Eden. Rachel, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Tremendous.
Tremendous?
Yes.
Why are you feeling tremendous?
It's the best time, one of the best times of the sports season, of the sports year.
And why is that?
We went to a baseball game this weekend.
We did.
But we also have playoff baseball, playoff basketball, NFL draft, European championship for soccer, like everything.
And the NHL playoffs.
Yeah, I said NBA and NHL playoffs.
Oh, I think you said
NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs.
Oh, I think you said MLB playoffs.
Oh. NBA playoffs,
yeah.
NHL playoffs. Sorry, I'm just so jacked up.
I was confused. I'm like, I guess we really did go to a playoff game, huh?
I thought MLB playoffs. I don't know why I said that.
Got it.
I don't think I did, but maybe I did.
Maybe we'll roll back the tapes.
Good thing there's microphones.
Yeah.
But yes, NBA, NHL playoffs, NFL drafts this week, well anticipated.
That's right.
Baseball's in full swing.
That's right.
European soccer's in full swing.
That's right.
It's just a great time to be alive.
It's a great time to be alive.
Great time to be alive. How are you? How was the Yankees game?
It was good. We had such a fun weekend. Lucas was here, and he is just the belle of the ball. He is just hysterical. He is hilarious. He truly is amazing.
One of a kind.
And
one of a kind human.
We got he got us ticket. We got tickets with him, your uncle. I don't know. Grateful to the Moras. Thank you. But got us tickets to see the Yankees versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Came out with a big fat L, but it's okay because we just had so much fun. Yankee Stadium is the best. I mean, the chicken tenders are amazing. And I honestly, there was this quote that came out on TikTok that's from Sex and the City, and is like, most people, it was like Carrie Bradshaw. It was like, most people want to go to baseball and watch it, but I go to baseball to smoke cigarettes and drink beer, be in the sun and smoke cigarettes, and no one asks me anything or whatever the hell it is. And I'm honestly yes and no now, baseball might be the best sport to watch in person.
Why is that?
Because you're outside. I mean, for an arena that's outside. Because apparently, Tampa, Lucas was saying that Tampa has a dome, which, how can you have a dome for baseball? That doesn't make any sense. How can you have a dome for baseball in Tampa, but then does Miami play in a dome?
They have a retractable roof.
But, why? Because it gets too hot?
Florida gets too hot in the summers.
Oh, got it. Okay, fine. But I think that, honestly, Yankee Stadium is the best place, if not the greatest place to watch a sports game, a baseball game. I'm sorry, you're out, if it's nice, you're outside in the sun, you have the best chicken tender bucket on the planet, a legit bucket filled with french fries and tenders, okay, honey mustard on the side, the best honey mustard you'll ever have, ketchup, barbecue sauce. Are you joking? It's amazing. It's literally there. And then you have a beer, and then you're sitting there with your friends screaming, cheering, and the baseball, and then on top of this, you literally may get a foul ball. You literally may end up with a piece of memorabilia from the game.
You're ready to go.
I was so fucking afraid when the ball came towards us. It did. Obviously, we didn't catch it. It went a little bit farther up. But I was quaking. I was like, no. I couldn't handle. I think I grabbed you. Please, no, please. The exact opposite reaction I think everyone wants to have. I'm because I know myself, and I know I'll try, I'll be like this, and I'll be the one with a fucking
I would have reached over you and caught it.
Yeah, you were you were like, oh, are you done with the chicken tender bucket? But you told me when we got the chicken tender bucket that this would be used as the vessel or the vehicle to catch said foul baseball. And so when you said to me, I'm going to put the chicken tender bucket down, I was like, no, but what about the foul ball? But what about the foul ball?
Literally, I was like, the only question I said that in jest or whatever they say.
Jest? Yeah, in jest.
In jest.
In jest.
Sorry. English is not my first language.
It literally is.
I said it as a joke. And so then, like, we had scraps left. Like, we had, like, half a chicken tender and a couple of, like, a soggy french fries that were at the bottom of the bucket that were all smushed.
Yes.
And, like, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go we're going to throw this out. And Rachel literally has a mental breakdown. She's like, are you sure? Like, what if the foul ball comes? Like, the only thing I'm worried about is a foul ball comes. Like, how are you going to catch it? I'm like...
Because it didn't also help that the guys down the row from us, like literally a couple seats over, brought their own mitts. So like my anxiety was through the roof. So after that, I'm like, and then I'm sitting next to Scandinavia, who said he was from like literal Scandinavia or wherever the hell. And then he's telling somebody else. And like I overheard that conversation.
Yeah, me too. I heard that too.
I overheard that. And then he also said he was from New Jersey.
He was messing with people.
So I'm like, where is this man from? I don't know. So I don't know what the hell's going on to my right. To my left, they got catcher's mitts. And then literally directly next to me, I have you trying to throw away the bucket, of which was going to save my life.
I would have saved your life.
Yeah, okay.
Athlete.
Yeah. I was the first, but I was direct in line with it. I would have just gotten slammed. Grand slam.
Yeah, you were in a completely different angle than me.
Yeah. Grand slam. That's what they call a grand slam. So.
You really prefer watching baseball the most, huh?
Oh, I think so. I think 100%.
More than football?
You know what it is that whenever we go to a football game, it's always so damn cold. If honestly, like maybe if it wasn't so cold, I would like it more. We've always gone to games and it's so cold.
No, I've literally brought you to the first game of the season.
And it's cold and I have to wear a hoodie. Remember you had to run back to your car? I had just a jersey on, then you had to run back to your car and I had to put a hoodie on underneath. Like, if it was warm and during the day, I would like it. Like, if it was like a 1 p.m. game, it's like 60 degrees. If it's like a 1 p.m. game, 66 degrees, partly sunny, you know, a little bit cloudy, a little burst of wind like it was on Saturday at the Yankees game, I'd be happy. Call me a Pats fan then, you know? But it's not, so which is why I'm a Yankees fan. I know it's two different sports, literally two different playing fields, literally, but...
Even though they promised you a Aaron Judge bobblehead?
Yeah, promise schmamis is what I want to say. Fine print. Read the fine print. Oh, the first 18,000. Us knuckleheads probably were there at 19 or something. But yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, you live and you learn. And you learn. Did we need it? No. Did we want it? Yes. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, also, one of the three of us could have had the brain capacity to look it up to see like how many they were releasing. And...
How would we know though? Whenever they were giving away those other tickets, they give it away to every single person in sight. So like I thought in my head like they're gonna be giving away bobbleheads to everybody. I mean it's the Yankees. It's not like they run out of money.
I've gone to a lot of games. I used to be part of my internship, like giving out those things.
Thank you.
Part of my internship with the Patriots.
Thank you.
We would always have enough.
See, for everyone in the stadium, 50,000 people.
Yeah, I was giving out doubles to people.
The bobbleheads.
No, not really bobbleheads, but like towels and like.
I do feel like bobbleheads
magnets.
are a little bit of a different thing to give out. Like that's like an actual piece. I mean, they were in like a box.
Yeah.
You know, it was like
I got a championship ring from the Red Sox, like a fake one that they gave out.
That's very cool.
Right? Everybody got one. They weren't cheap like the Yankees.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that the Yankees are necessarily cheap, but considering they have a way better stadium than Fenway.
Pause. They have a newer stadium than Fenway. Fenway's a freaking museum.
Yeah, Fenway. Neither baseball stadium can figure out the ins and outflows of the people, though.
Yeah, that's my biggest complaint about Yankee Stadium. Tell me how it's so difficult to figure out how to get in.
How do you get in?
You have a random line that goes up a quarter mile, and then just to be able to freaking walk to the front of the line.
I know.
Why are people waiting in this line?
Seriously, you're telling me?
Every line in the stadium?
I think people were just waiting in line because they were thinking the same thing that we were thinking. It's literally herd mentality. Heard heard that. No, but sincerely, I actually was like, oh my God, like once we started waiting in that line, I'm like, it's herd mentality. Everyone's waiting in line. You don't even have to. You literally don't even have to.
No.
So yeah, but yeah, Yankee Stadium is amazing. Lucas was here. We had literally so much fun. It was also Marissa's birthday this weekend. Shout out Marissa. Happy freaking birthday, you baddie. You a baddie and you know you were 10. She a baddie with her baddie friends. And I mean, we just like literally had the best time. Then on Sunday, who played again? The Celtics, which they won. And you're wearing your new Celtics gear that Lucas got you. I mean, that is a fresh ass shirt. I love that shirt. And will I be stealing it? Yes. Like, I'm happy. Like, now when you buy new things, I'm always like, how can I work that into my wardrobe? For instance, I literally tried your new pants on, of which you got upset that I did. And I'm just like, listen, I'm just trying them on for shits and giggles. But if they look good, I'd be wearing them.
You will be wearing them.
No, I won't. They didn't fit me.
Well, we're getting them tailored. Yeah,
tailored at the bottom. They're going to be, they were still falling off my waist. I'm just so tiny. I'm so tiny. Anywho, did you have a good weekend?
I did. Bruins won game 1. Celtics won game 1.
There you go.
Unfortunately, Bruins lost game 2, but that was technically on Monday, so it didn't really impact my weekend.
Right.
I had a great weekend. I love having Lucas here. He's a menace to society, that little man.
Truly.
Kicked his ass in FIFA 1,000 times. So what is there to complain about?
Sincerely.
I'll find a few things to complain about.
Of what?
Just in general.
Oh, just in general in life, yes. You're saying?
Yes.
Or from this weekend?
Oh, life, sports, things we'll talk about today.
Got it. Well, you ready to get into it then?
Let's do it.
Do you have anything you need to say to the people first? By the way, I will say, I don't know if it's because you have like the hot mug and I have like a colder mug or whatever, because the handle and the double insulation on that, Patriots, I guess they're just different types of cups.
Yeah, this was from a hot chocolate. That's from a soda.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Because, like, the condensation that pools on this thing is a little wild.
Once again, Yankees being cheap.
But you said this is from a soda. This is from a soda.
I wish I didn't give you that excuse.
But this is the thing, is that also, like, I just think it's, like, chic. I love all their little World Series banners. And first one right here, 1996. World Series, year I was born. It's my grandma saying hello to me. It's a little sign telling me that she loves me. Duh. I take the signs where I can get them.
As you should.
We move on.
NBA playoffs.
Yes.
Underway. Obviously, first things first, Celtics are as advertised. They're huge favorites to win the whole thing.
Wow.
They came out proving that in game 1. Game 2's tomorrow night, probably tonight if you're listening to this on Wednesday. And they're as advertised. I couldn't be more excited about it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Good for you.
Yes.
Who's your favorite player? I realize, like, honestly, like, I have to say something, and I know that.
Just say it.
I know I'm your girly. I'm your lady. I'm your companion.
You're my little boo
I'm your little boo thing. You know what I mean?
Shawty got
what I say next is no, I would never want you to say, but I need you to know that Jason Tatum being so calm, cool, and collected is so unbelievably amazing and so amazing. I'm like, wait, hold on. So he just literally slammed his head and he just is like chill vibes and then like just says to the guy like, everything cool? Like, are you you got what you needed out of that? Like, what? I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed. I'm like, are you joking? Jason?
So the thing you're referring to is Jason Tatum was fouled by Caleb Martin. Some people say it was a dirty foul. Some people said it wasn't a dirty foul. But he went up for a rebound, and Caleb Martin from the Miami Heat undercut him. So Jason fell back on his back, hit his head on the floor. And there was a little scuffle. Jaylen Brown came to his rescue, but Jason Tatum did not want nothing to do with the going back and forth with his opponent. He just like chill vibes, like got back up, went down the court, went to go shoot his free throws, and kept it moving. Yeah, I mean that's just his MO.
That's like honestly amazing.
Did you hear what the head coach of the Celtics, Joe Mazzulla, was saying post game?
I did not.
He said that number one, he loves those situations. Like he loves when like stuff like that happens.
That what?
Like when people get riled up.
Like Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, like when there's like just two competitors like going after each other. But also like he was also very interested to see like how Tatum reacted.
Oh, he liked it?
He liked it.
Wow, interesting. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Like he just like he was like calm, cool, collect.
Yeah, he said either way, no matter how he reacted, he was just excited to see like how he would react as his coach.
What a literal psychopath.
Yeah, he's a psycho.
Yeah.
He was on Part of My Take last week.
That's amazing.
He was like his interview was just psychopath.
Thick.
But he's also a Rhode Island boy. And we know how we feel
it all makes sense. It all makes sense. Honestly, like it really can be deduced to a lot of things.
Yes.
It can be. If he's from Rhode Island, he crazy.
Yes. All Rhode Island dudes are crazy.
Crazy.
But we love them.
Yeah, but we love them all.
Ray, Ryan.
Joe Mazzulla. Who else is from Rhode Island?
Joe Cesaro. Joe, Ryan's friend. Joe.
Oh,
Joey
perfect.
C.
Yep. So that's all I need.
Nicky the Nose.
I got literally all of the crazies on one hand. So yeah, they're all from Rhode Island.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So.
But yeah, I'm all in. I'm all in on the Celtics.
Amazing.
And I think it's Tatum's opportunity to really cement his legacy.
Yeah, I think.
Is he gonna be like? They're big favorites. Is he gonna be known as one of those dudes that's just a great player and never to win? Mm-hmm. Or is he gonna be that guy that wins?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think he has it in him. Like,
yeah,
there's no question that he has that dog in him.
But is he the one that normally in these high intensity, like, is he the one that when you're in the playoffs is the one that chokes?
No.
So no one's worried about him then?
No one's worried about him. It's just the fact that he hasn't done it yet.
Got it.
Or this group of Celtics players haven't done it.
Got it.
What was the other thing I was going to say?
Who knows?
Who knows? But it was something good. It was something smart. But you know those things come and go. They never really stay for long in my brain. It was actually something pretty smart.
Those things come as quick as they go.
Yeah. Literally.
That's okay. Maybe you'll think about it.
I don't want to hurt myself. It's
okay. Don't, please. Because I see smoke coming out of your ears already.
Oh, I will say, I will agree with you. You first of all, yes, if I said that about a female, you'd freak out on me.
Yeah, because what the hell would she be doing? You know what I'm saying? What are we watching? What would she be doing?
I don't know. SNL, Ana de Armas, Calm and Cool and Collective. She's single now.
Don't you fucking dare, okay? What do we say? We say I would get mad, and that's exactly what's happening, okay?
But I will say that Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown for that matter, but Jason Tatum, he's really, he's one of my favorite. I think he's the face of Boston sports right now. He's my favorite Boston athlete right now. Top 3 favorite Boston athletes right now.
Okay, like who are your others?
But favorite Celtics player in a while.
Who's your others?
I'll say that for double these threes down the line.
Okay, you're never going to remember.
I'm never going to remember this. David Pasternak.
Okay.
Brad Marchand.
Yeah.
Kyle Duggar.
Okay, well, that's literally 3 right there. So Tatum would be 4?
No, you're saying who are others?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying 3 because you said those are going to be my double D's threes for later on. So I thought you were giving me.
But then you said not to make it a double D's threes. So
okay, yeah. Sorry. Did you understand the confusion though?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Do you understand my confusion?
Yeah. I do.
Okay, you're all worked up now. How about you count to 10?
I do.
Count to 10.
All right, 10.
But I have a question for you.
What's that?
Are you cheering for the Celtics or the Knicks? Because you confuse me. Sometimes you're cheering for the Knicks. Sometimes you're cheering for the Celtics. We see Seth, our neighbor downstairs, who has Knicks season tickets. You're like, I'm a traitor because you're wearing Celtics gear. I'm a traitor today.
Yeah,
like you're more worried about Seth downstairs.
You literally hated that. You hated that.
I hated that.
That's so funny. Have
a backbone.
How did you? It's so funny to me. Like how
You're such a.
Go ahead. Say it. Don't spray it.
You actually like. No part of you supports Boston sports, and that's okay.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Give me a hockey team. Give me a hockey team. Who do I support?
Who do you support?
The Bruins. I said that. I literally said I'm a Bruins fan, and we've literally had this conversation where I was like, I love this. Like, I cheer for the Celtics. I like the Celtics, but I also like the Knicks. I like the Knicks because it's New York and it's classic. Like, I'm like, that's amazing. Like, go freaking Knicks. But yeah, I like the Celtics too. But yeah, football, I'm like, Patriots, because I was a Dallas fan. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't just like change something. Like, I'm trying.
Yeah, you didn't even notice that the guy I named for the number 82 was a Dallas Cowboys player.
No, I didn't, because I don't know all the history, and you know that. You know, I'm just like a fan. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a diehard like you, but I'm just like a little fan. I like to follow along.
Yeah, follow along.
I literally, first of all, started liking the Cowboys for the cheerleaders. So if you think I knew some random Joe Schmo from vintage Cowboys, I don't.
But you're cheering for the Celtics?
But yeah, I'm cheering for the Celtics. But if it's the Celtics versus the Knicks, I'm going to feel very torn.
If it's Celtics versus Knicks in the playoffs, the tickets are going to be astronomical.
The tickets are going to be out of this world.
But we have to go.
Oh, I mean, like, I'm not going to say no to a ticket. I'm not going to say no to an event. I'm not going to say no to getting dressed up. I'm not going to say no to a theme.
Who would you dress up for in that situation? Would you wear your Knicks Kith jacket, or would you wear a Celtics gear?
I'd wear my Knicks Kith jacket. Because it's just too fucking fly.
And I'll be going to the game with Ryan Young.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, like, I can support both, I think. Or am I not allowed?
You can, but it's just good to know where you stand.
Yeah. It's a big rivalry. But, like, yeah. If there's one team that I will not change, you know, I've said this to you 1,000 times. I had it on the podcast.
Yeah,
you say right this, next to me.
But you say this, but then you still don't give up your fandoms for your other teams.
What do you mean? But I mean, this is like the one that I don't waver on. Like, I don't even say like there's another team that I like. Like, the Yankees are it for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. As I'm pointing to my cup, by the way, for anyone who's listening via pod.
What's going on with Aaron Judge these days?
What do you mean what's going on with him? Because he's not performing well?
Yeah.
I don't really know what's happening. He also went to the Knicks game. Looked fly as fuck, obviously. I don't really know. I mean, I think that, I don't know if it's like the pressure or anything. Like, I just think that maybe he's just like having a little bit of an off time. Juan Soto's really coming in and changing the game. You know, we didn't get a lot of you know what I realized while we were there, and I was like, I wanted to bring this up on the pod. This pod is literally the craziest podcast we've probably recorded as of yet.
Who's our boss?
Yeah, me. We know who. The craziest thing the craziest thing that I realized while we were there, I was like, oh my God. And I don't know if everybody knows this, but just think about this. You're sitting there, right? You're at the Yankees game, happy as can be, by the way. You're sitting there at the Yankees game, and then all of a sudden there's Nasty Nestor. There's the Judge, Aaron Judge. There's, I forget what they were doing for some of them. Like, I know Juan Soto, they were playing music. Like, they were, I had all those little notes I made, but they had all of these people, and like, as I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my God, like, they're just characters. Like, they're literally the Yankees. They are brilliant, and what they do is they characterize their players so that it like for Aaron Judge, who is the judge, they literally made a courtroom for him there. So it's like you can go get judged, watch and judge the judge. Like, it makes so much sense. Like, I'm like, oh my God. So like, everyone can have like a little piece and like a little part of it. Like, they make these characters, like, they're players, like, larger than life. You know what I mean? And it's amazing. Yes, I think it's brilliant.
Especially if you think about it, if you're a kid, if you're 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old kid.
Right.
Like,
who do you want to support? The judge? Like, wow, he's got a sick name, whatever. Or like, again, random Joe Schmo. No one's going to want Joe Schmo. They're going to want the judge. They want the gavel. You know?
Always wanting to hammer one of those things down.
Me too. Always. So I realized that while we were there at the game. Anywho, enough of my sports.
Back to the basketball.
Back to basketball.
Your other team, the New York Knicks, won in fascinating fashion last night. Game 2 against the 76ers. So let me lay it out for you. 47 seconds left in the game. They're down by 5.
Yes.
Philadelphia 76ers are at the free throw line to extend the lead to 6. Okay? The guy misses. Knicks get the rebound, come down the court, pass it around, hit a three-pointer. That lead is now 2.
Yes.
Okay? With about low 30s, high 20 seconds left. The Knicks steal the ball from the inbound pass. Okay? 76ers think that they should have got a foul called, but they didn't. They take a 3, miss it, get the rebound, get another chance. The same guy gets another chance, bangs it home to take a 1-point lead. So he scores 6 points within like a matter of 14 seconds, basically. Flyers. 76ers come down, miss. They foul Knicks. Knicks go down, win the game. Fascinating. Like, that should never happen. You
right,
understand?
but it does.
Like, that's why you watch sports. Like, one of the funniest things was listening to, like, the Philadelphia 76ers, like, local broadcast of the game. And, like, they're literally advertising Game 3, tune in for Game 3 on Friday night, and we'll be back in Philadelphia with the series tied at 1-1. Like, another other guy responds, like, yeah, like, let's get back. Like, let's just finish this game up so we can get on the turnpike. And then, like, you blink and they lose. And that's what's awesome about sports. That's what's awesome about playoff sports.
Right.
It's just awesome.
Yeah.
It's just awesome.
No, I like it too. There's definitely a different energy with the fans. There's different energy. I mean, definitely with you. Different energy with the announcers even. Like, it's just more intense. And, like, I think this is when sports is the best.
Yes,
it's
playoff.
definitely during, like, when it's more intense. Yeah. You know what I mean? And when it's more intentional, when people aren't just, like, doing things. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they're just out because it doesn't matter. They're just doing this because it doesn't matter. Like, that's no fun to watch. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, very exciting.
The one thing that, like, is always interesting is in those situations, like, the 76ers thought they should have got a foul, right? So, like, their players and their coach and everything, like, in their post-game press conference, were all complaining about, like, with the referee's decision. It's just like, dude, like, number one, how about just don't allow a three-pointer?
Right.
How about the guy missed the original three-pointer to win the game? How about you get the rebound and then you'll win the game? Like, don't worry about what the referee should have done different. Worry about what you should have done different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's also one of those things, like, it's also hard where it's like, unless it's like a call that changes the entirety of the game, it's also like, if it's like some random call, like, I was like, it's also hard where it's like, there were so many other things that were done during the game that it shouldn't have come down to that.
Yes.
It shouldn't come down to what the ref says.
Right.
You know?
Agreed.
Unfortunately, it does sometimes.
Agreed.
But
another team that was complaining about referees in a last-second loss last night was the Los Angeles Lakers. They lost once again at the buzzer, just like the 76ers did. Jamal Murray hit a shot at the buzzer to win the game. And LeBron also sounded off on that one in his post-game press conference, obviously a member of the Lakers, basically saying that, complaining about a specific foul call that happened in the game, and saying that the foul got reviewed. The referees went back to the screen, looked at it. They still said it wasn't a foul when it should have been a foul. Like, the guy got hit in the head. The only problem is my gripe with LeBron complaining about this foul call is that it happened in the third quarter.
Right. Of course,
when his team was up 10 points in the third quarter.
Right.
So, like, when they're asking you about the final sequence of plays to end the game and why you lost the game, why are you bringing up something that happened in the third quarter? This is what gets me about LeBron.
Right.
You see what I mean?
You understand?
You understand?
Yes.
It's just him, Embiid, Nick Nurse, the coach for the 76ers, like, they didn't listen to last week's episode. They didn't know the word of the week.
Right, exactly. Accountability if you missed it.
Right. Go back and listen.
Right.
And it's kind of hilarious. Like, I can never imagine. I understand it's heightened emotions and, like, yes,
totally.
It should have been a call to foul.
Totally.
Terrific.
But also, it's like, if it happened in the third period when your team was up 10 points, like, it's literally so random to just, like, pick on that random ass call. Like, be mad about something else.
Once again, and especially when, like, LeBron James had the most wide open three in the history of wide open threes with less than 10 seconds left in the game to win the game.
Right.
And he missed. He missed.
Bizarre.
Okay, so how about talk about that?
Right.
Talk about how, like, obviously you make shots and you miss shots, not like whatever, it is what it is, but like, how about just like talk about that? Like, hey, like a lot of things happened during the game. Some things went against us, some things went for us, but like, I just really need to make that three for my team and to give us a chance to win.
Right. The way I feel like they, like even the one guy, who was the one I showed you the video of that he dropped the mic?
Anthony Davis.
Like, why was he so mad?
He was so mad. Well, number one, like they asked him about the last shot of the game. The guy scored it over him. Like he was defending the guy. But another layer to it was that before the game, he had like an interview, a press conference before the game, and basically they asked him how he felt about not being a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay.
And he said, "It's just because the NBA doesn't like me. Like everybody knows I'm the best defensive player in the NBA."
Oh no!
And then he just allows that to happen.
Oh, so he kind of knew he fucked up by saying that?
I mean, I don't think I think he still genuinely believes it, but I think it's definitely a sense of embarrassment. Like last time you were in front of these microphones, you were saying you're the best defensive player in the league,
right?
And then they're literally asking you about how you let up the like game-winning basket.
So embarrassing.
I mean, Jamal Murray went crazy in the fourth quarter. Like Jamal Murray went bananas. There's nothing. There's in Anthony Davis.
Sometimes people, as you say, get on heater.
Yeah, Anthony Davis. There's like nothing he could have done about that shot. Like Jamal Murray just was on fire in the fourth quarter and buried it, and there's literally nothing you can do. You can just like tip your cap.
Right. Oh, tip your cap.
But yeah, those are the emotions of the playoffs, though.
Right, 100%, 100%. Great hat, by the way. I just wanted to.
I meant to call this out. I meant to call the hat out at the beginning of the pod. While I was in one of my soliloquies.
Maybe that was a smart thing that you said that you forgot.
Maybe.
Or maybe you already said it and you didn't even know.
Maybe. But yeah, I got this hat at Saturday's Football. They have a shop in New York City. They have a shop in LA. They have a shop in London. They sell vintage, new, and used soccer jerseys or football jerseys.
Yes.
And have like make their own line of gear, including hats like this. It's dope. It's a Brazil hat.
Yeah, with the little freaking Brazil jersey embroidered on the side, which it just makes the hat. It makes the hat. It truly does.
And
it's unbelievable.
Cool. And one of the coolest parts about them is that they create a community. Like they have a great social media account, but they create a community with their followers by purchasing like soccer fields to like play free pickup.
I love
around
that.
New York City and LA.
You should definitely try.
Yeah, I'm gonna go one day.
You should go one day. Do you need to bring your own cleats or can you just bring sneakers?
I'm sure you can just bring sneakers, but I should invest in a pair of cleats.
I think that you could probably just bring sneakers, right?
I
don't think you need to bring cleats for pickup soccer. Maybe try it once.
Yes.
Try it once with sneakers.
Yes.
And then see where it leads you.
Yes.
But amazing.
I'll go get some cleats.
Yeah, I know. One day I'll just come home to a package, and the package will have cleats, and then this conversation will have gone nowhere.
And they'll be inside of the bed for a month before they get put to use.
Exactly. Get put to use once, and then back in the box they go. Just kidding. I mean, I buy things all the time and don't use them.
Me too.
So
it's just how the cookie
just the way it's the way of the world.
Right. I'm using this though.
Exactly. And I'm obsessed. I love the color blocking. Obsessed.
They do a great job.
Yes.
Shout out Saturday's Football.
Yes.
The final thing that happened at the Nuggets Lakers game that we did not talk about happened in the stands. Nikola Jokic's brothers got in a fight with fans, and his brothers are, Jokic is
enormous.
He's the one that walked in looking like that guy from
Despicable Me,
Gru, yes. So he's ginormous. His brothers are also ginormous.
I think that was for a Despicable Me thing, though.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to.
No, I think it was for press for them.
Really?
I think so.
They're coming out with a new movie?
Yes, they are.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, his monster of a man of a brother just smoked a fan in the face.
Punched?
Yeah.
Oh God, that guy's in the hospital. Has to be. I mean,
no props way. To that guy. He ate it and didn't even go back. Cause you can't go back. This guy was 7 feet tall.
So he literally just like bobblehead, Aaron Judge bobblehead. He was Aaron Judge bobblehead.
Yeah. You know, like in a boxing movie when they get punched and their sweat stays and their head goes back?
No, but it's like a very funny thing to visualize.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Props to the guy who ate that punch.
Yeah, props to you. Props to you. What does props even mean? Like props to you. What is it? Prop a what?
Propaganda?
Like prop.
Mad respect.
Yeah, but like what is props?
I don't know.
Me either.
Moving
Move on.
NHL playoffs. Bruins. They won game 1, lost game 2. They're playing the Toronto Maple Leafs, who they've beat the last 6 times they've faced them in the playoffs.
It was actually the past 8 games.
Last 8 games, but the last 6 times they faced them in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's okay, only because I bet on them because you told me to and I lost. Like, I'm just, like, letting you know that this is what happens. The one time I bet on anything to win, like, out of 8 games, the past 8 games they win, goodbye, $5. See ya. Didn't want you anyway.
Yeah, I'm more sad about them losing, okay? Not because of the money, but because I need them to win.
And I'm sad about them losing because of the money. Just letting you know. Why do you need them to win?
So do you think
Do I think what?
that, so like you know what the Bruins are doing with their goalies?
Swapping them?
They're going back and forth every game. So do you think they should have stuck with Swayman in game 2 since he won game 1? The thinking behind switching off every game is that that's what they do during the regular season, the Bruins, because they have 2 great goalies.
As opposed to what?
Sticking with one goalie like the majority of teams do, like having just one goalie, that's your guy, and you stick with them.
But the goalies don't care that they switch off? Like, that's what I don't understand.
Yeah, they're great teammates. They're just too, like, it's rare that happens.
So, like, is the other guy that played that when they lost not a good one?
He is. He's great. They're both great.
So, and why? No, I don't think that they should have done anything different then. It just, he didn't have a good game. The goalie didn't have a good game.
No, the Bruins themselves just didn't have a good. He had a good. I would say that he had a good game, but
so why would we immediately go to the goalie then?
Because
seems like the weakest link that you're trying to.
No, it's because it's one thing. It's one specific thing that the Bruins are doing that every other team doesn't.
Oh.
So
no, I wouldn't change that then. If that's
Okay.
what's making them win. It's probably what got them as far as they've gone.
Yes, for sure. And like last year in the playoffs.
And then it's also like you have 2 great goalies, so it's like you give one a break. So it's like they come back, they're even better.
Right, exactly. I agree. I think they should stick with them, but a lot of people are saying that they should just pick one.
Oh, so that's why they do the bear hug at the end.
Yes.
Because there are 2 of them.
And they're Bears, the Bruins.
Oh my God, that is really cute. I knew that they did that, but I didn't understand. Like, I thought that every team just had 2 goalies. Not every
They
team
do. They will always have 2 goalies, but I think Swayman and Ullmark have a special bond because they're both elite goaltenders.
Okay.
And so, and like Ullmark is kind of his mentor, since Swayman's the younger guy, and they both support each other. Whereas like they could very easily be competitive and cause like a divide in the locker room, but they're not. They're like they welcome it.
Love that. Yeah. Love it. Yeah. Yes. I could even tell that the Bruins weren't even playing good, but and I bet on them before the game started. So if I didn't, I wouldn't have. But
yeah, they played like ass in game 2. Makes me honestly worried that maybe Toronto is just a better team. That's what I'm honestly scared of. But I think the Bruins can still do, like, the Bruins just I feel as though they've been overachieving. Okay. And I feel like I shouldn't be saying that, but I think it's just true. I think that they've been overachieving. Like, they have a good defense, right? They have like good defenders, but like, I mean defensemen, but like, and they have a couple top scorers, with Pastrnak, and Marchand, right? But
you just think that they're not like a good team, like
they're missing a couple pieces. Like for example, like you need centermen, right? And so like their top 2 centers are Pavel Zacha and Charlie Coyle, who both have had great years. Okay. But I don't think they would be top centermen on other teams.
Understood.
You know what I mean? Like
I do.
They're
rocking with their best of the best. Because
like Patrice Bergeron's gone, right? So he was that guy.
Oh, I see.
They never really replaced them. They like just moved everybody up a spot, and they've been playing. They played well all year, well enough to get the number 1 seed. But I think like you said, the playoffs are just different.
Yeah.
And it is discouraging that they did lose Game 2 because there is a mystery going on with the Toronto Maple Leafs and one of their best players, William Nylander. William Nylander is, like I said, one of their best players. Their second leading scorer for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And he was the only player for the Maple Leafs to play all 82 games.
Okay.
Well, a few moments before Game 1, the Maple Leafs came out and said that he was going to miss Game 1 for an undisclosed injury. Now, rumors started to fly. Speculation started to fly.
Okay.
And so everyone was like, okay, like undisclosed injury, maybe he just needed some rest. Maybe he tweaked something at the end of the year. Game 2 rolls around. He's at practice, morning skate, they call it.
Okay.
Monday morning of Game 2. But then he just isn't warming up for the game. And he's scratched once again with an undisclosed injury. And he's one of their best players.
What do you think it is?
A lot of people are allegedly, there's multiple conflicting reports, but we speculate here.
Okay, yeah,
tinfoil cap.
Yeah, I'm all speculation.
Apparently, he went out to party on a night that he wasn't supposed to.
Oh, so they're benching him?
Yes, a lot of people think that he's being benched. Whether it be going out and partying after the 82nd game that they played in Florida, so the last game of the season, they think maybe that like he either like missed a team, like the team like leaving, or like was late for his curfew.
Oh my God, missed a team leaving?
Because he was out partying in like Miami or something.
Okay.
Or other people think that he was out partying the night before they left for Boston for Game 1.
How do they have all this speculation? Just from footage?
No, not really any footage. It's just like Toronto media is like crazy. Like the Maple Leafs are like the Yankees of hockey. Like they have the biggest media market.
In Canada?
In all the NHL, but it's because they're in Canada.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like in Canada, hockey is just a different level.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like soccer in Brazil. So like they're just much bigger superstars there than here.
I wonder what it is.
I don't know.
We'll wait and see.
It's a mystery. It's legitimate a mystery. I mean,
they'll come out with it though. No.
Eventually, it'll come out.
Yeah, it'll leak. The press will be leaked. The girlies will come out and say that they hooked up with him or something will happen.
Yeah, unless they sign an NDA.
Unless they sign an NDA like OJ's kids.
Exactly.
So.
And the other I want to talk about was the New York Islanders. They had an epic collapse in Game 2 against the Carolina Hurricanes. They were up 3-0.
Yikes.
In the second period.
Yikes.
And then ended up losing the game 5-3. That's just devastating.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's just devastating. We're Islanders, Islanders. Like, we're not Islanders fans, but we went to an Islanders game this year.
Yeah, like we like the Islanders.
You know what I mean? So it's just sad. Like, I wonder what that guy sitting next to us was
No,
thinking.
stop. Don't even. He was probably crushed. Everyone probably left like, what the fuck? Awful.
Right.
Awful.
Right.
All right. I'm over hockey a little.
Okay, now let's go on to the NFL draft.
Because I don't feel like it's like as intense as it should be right now.
It is. You were just on your phone the whole game.
Oh, excuse me. Don't call me out like that. Is it really that true? Is that really why? Because like I was on my phone.
I mean, there were some parts of the game that you were tuned in, but I think you were just.
But can you also tell why I was on my phone? I did not want to be on my phone, but they were winning when I was on my phone. As soon as I literally looked up from my phone, I was like, I don't want to. Whatever. The other team.
Austin Matthews. That's when Austin Matthews scored that goal.
Scored the freaking goal, and so I'm like, I don't want to watch it if I'm bad luck. And that's why I said I'm always bad luck when I watch it. So I'm sorry. I was literally doing it for the.
Manifest the bad luck.
I was doing it for the betterment of your happiness.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sacrifices.
Anywho, the sacrifices I make.
Yeah, the things you do for the people
I wanted to watch the game. I honestly really did. I was like on the couch. I was in my little spot. I was in my corner. I was happy as could be. And I'm literally ready to watch it. And I'm like, I want to watch it, but like I can't watch it because they just scored a freaking goal. And then as soon as I start watching it, they lose.
Listen, I will agree. The game 2 was not nearly as intense as it should have been.
They lose.
The Bruins in Game 1, a big reason as to why they won Game 1 was because they were so physical, so intense, and so aggressive. And Game 2, that was just nowhere to be found. Like, they were like...
See ya, sayonara.
They had no fight in them. And it was very aggravating to watch. But, to your request, we move on. NFL draft. Huge moment for the Patriots. Okay, screw all the other 31 teams.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the other 31 teams.
Yeah.
All I care about is the New England Patriots and what's going on with them.
Yeah.
And I've talked about this ad nauseum since the season ended, since before the season ended, trying to figure out what pick they were going to have. Do I cheer for them to lose? Do I cheer for them to win?
Yeah.
This is why you want them to lose towards the end of the season so that they have a better pick.
Yeah. And Patriots have number 3, right?
Number 3. Okay.
Is that crazy that they have a third
Never
pick?
in my life. Never in my life.
So have you ever been this excited for the draft?
No, I'm excited for the draft every year. Actually, COVID year was the most exciting because it was the first sports thing that happened, and it was just finally something we could watch.
Right.
But yeah, this is probably one of the biggest drafts of my lifetime for the Patriots, and
thus far.
Yes, and I don't know. I don't have a great feeling going in. Let's just say that.
Right.
Just like I don't feel a great feeling about the Bruins. I don't know if it's I'm a pessimistic sports fan.
Yeah, you should be optimistic.
I want to be, but
Positive.
It's hard when there's so many conflicting reports coming out regarding who's making the decisions. Are they going to trade the pick? Are they going to take J.J. McCarthy instead of Drake May?
Yeah, what do you think is going to happen?
I think they're just going to end up with Drake May.
Okay, put it here.
And I like that. Now, that was the case for a while. But
Okay.
Jaden Daniel is the other quarterback in the mix, right? And a lot of people have him slotted at going number 2. However, he went on a visit to visit Washington, who has a second pick last week. And it came out that him and his representatives were very unhappy with Washington because they had other players on that visit. It wasn't just a visit with him. And so he felt very disrespected. And his representatives...
But is that not like diva?
It's not, because he's going to be... the quarterback is considered the CEO of your company.
Okay.
Sincerely. You want to get to know your quarterback.
Okay, but he's 20.
Yeah, but he's also the Heisman Trophy winner, and he's also going to be your starting quarterback.
Yeah, just low-key crazy that these kids are so young and they need to treat them like they're not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
So you want another, if it's the same age, some guy walks into a bar and you need to clear the room for him. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me.
Right. I mean, but that's why they get that's why they are presented with the opportunity that they are. It's just a completely different
golden
market.
Baby. It's so weird.
Right.
It's bizarro.
Right. So his draft odds, for example,
but he was really upset about that.
Well, to the point where his draft odds, he was a big favorite, minus 200 over minus 200 to go number 2, which means you have to bet $200 to get $100 back.
Okay.
So 2 to 1. To now where it's even money between him and Drake May going number 2. So whoever doesn't get picked there at number 2 obviously is coming to the Patriots, unless the Patriots trade out of the pick, which a lot of people are speculating they will.
Would that be bad?
Not necessarily bad, but a lot of people think that's what they should do because they have a lot of problems to fix on the team.
Okay.
So if they trade the pick, they'll get more assets in return. They'll get more picks, more top picks.
Okay.
Not number 3.
Yikes.
But more top picks.
They need number 3.
They need number 3, I think.
I would really put out some good vibes that they really stick with number 3 for real.
Me too. And the reason being is that you need a starting quarterback to win in the NFL. You need a legit starting quarterback to win in the NFL. I don't care what team you are. It's just proven. The game's changed. It's a quarterback league. You need a quarterback to win. And I understand there's other quarterbacks later on in the draft that may have the similar potential, but there's a reason why this guy is ranked number 3. Could be wrong down the road. Maybe there's another guy later on in the draft.
I'm so
but you don't
worried
know.
for you. I really am, because I feel like the Patriots, you always say, just come out of left field with literally something random and crazy. So I'm curious to see what the hell they're gonna do.
Right, and whoever, I've said this before, but whoever they pick, I'm gonna convince myself that it was the right move, and whatever they do, I'm gonna convince myself it's the right move.
Because you have to.
Because I have to, and I have no choice. But the reason why I'm really scared the thing that has changed with me, honestly, is last week there was a report that came out that Robert Kraft's son, Jonathan Kraft,
Okay.
is very quote hands-on in this process and what's been going on with the Patriots since Belichick has left.
Okay.
You never want your owner involved.
Why?
Because they aren't the football minds. You want football-minded people making football-minded decisions. That's why you hire people to make those.
Yeah, but I feel like the Crafts are like very involved. It's like a different type of.
Belichick always had control. And yes, we've talked about Belichick, don't have to rehash all that. But I just, based on how they been attacking Belichick after he left, and did you hear that? Honestly, did you hear that? The reasoning behind why Belichick didn't get the job in Atlanta?
I think I heard it.
Kraft told the owner of Atlanta, like, he's a pain in the ass to work with, and you wouldn't like to work with him, basically.
How do you know that?
Widely reported.
Wait, stop.
So, like, I just don't like the mojo of the Crafts right now. I just don't like the.
Oh my god!
Between the
so they literally didn't want him to go there, or like didn't want to fuck him over.
Yes.
Because he fucked them over with Tom.
Yes, but that was also like Kraft's decision. Like, why weren't you involved then? It's like, you know what I mean?
So
like,
what do you think about that?
I think that's a dick move. That's like.
Yeah, it's like literally.
You know
like
what that's like? That's
your
like when somebody,
boss like going to your new job and being like, "Don't hire them."
Or it's like when your boss, like somebody asked your boss about you because they're impressed with you in a meeting or something, and then your boss talking shit about you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy how that happens.
Yeah.
But so like long-winded way of saying I don't like what they're creeping me out right now. I don't like it, and they're not taking accountability.
Damn, they really need to be on the double dose train because we were taking accountability left, right, and center.
Right. But this time next week, I'll have a new quarterback.
Yeah, are you excited for that?
I am.
I need to know, like, how will I know, like, what time is it going to be at? Because you're going to be on a bachelor trip this weekend, so how will I know?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
I think it starts at 8.
Oh, right into dinner time. I'll be at dinner, so we'll see what happens.
You'll get the alerts on your phone.
Oh, okay, perfect.
But I need you to track it because I need you to know how I'm feeling.
Okay, I will track it. I will track it. Of course I will. I will be on it. I'll be on it as much as I can.
So you know that I want them to get a quarterback. I do not want them to trade back.
Okay. You want a quarterback?
I want either Jaden...
Quarterback, QB, no TB.
I want either Jaden Daniel or Drake May.
Okay.
I do not want JJ McCarthy.
Okay, but I kind of do a little.
You do. I don't want JJ McCarthy.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Patriots, don't mess this up. Don't mess this up.
Okay.
Please.
Nope.
For my sanity.
Nope.
For my reputation.
Nope.
This means too much to me. Thank you.
Thank you for coming to his draft TED Talk.
I feel like I've been very negative about Boston sports, even though we have two contenders in playoff situations and the number 3 pick in the draft. So I had to bring to you a positive story coming out of Boston.
Oh, amazing.
With the Boston Red Sox. So the Boston Red Sox, they gave someone, they had a player that had his MLB debut last week. But this guy had a great story. He's a 31-year-old making his MLB debut. His name's Cam Boozer. He stepped away from baseball entirely in 2017 after suffering multiple injuries, including getting hit by a car.
Wild.
And also having a performance-enhancing drug suspension in that time frame too.
Yikes.
Yikes. He kind of just gave up on the dream. He wasn't even the MLB, not even obviously because he made his debut last week, but he wasn't even close to making it. And just kind of call it quits and became a carpenter where he was doing ceilings and stuff. And then he just straight out of a movie, picked up a baseball one day and realized he could still throw 90 miles an hour. So he's like 2021, he started trying to train to make his comeback. Now it's 2024, a few years later, and he got called up to the big leagues.
Amazing.
31 years old and achieved his dream.
Wow.
And
go you, Cam Boozer. Go you. Go you. That's amazing. Go you.
Great shot of him in the dugout before the game, emotion, just taken over by emotions,
love that.
Head in his hands, just
hard work and dedication pays off.
Yes,
it does.
For sure.
It does.
Love stories like that.
Me too. Great work. Great work doing all of those recaps. I mean, they were intense. NBA.
I know
NHL.
sometimes
NFL.
I know sometimes less is more with the topics, but I feel like there's just so much going on with sports. We just have to kind of dive in right now.
It's okay.
So thank you for your patience.
I appreciate that. The NFL draft, though, they always have it in the same spot every year, or what's the deal?
No, they don't.
Where do they have it?
I just don't even know where it is this year.
Oh, great job. I know one year was in Nashville. I know Sarah was there one year.
1 year is in Nashville. 1 year is in Vegas. It used to be every year. It used to be at Radio City Music Hall.
Yeah, like why not?
I think that's the coolest way to do it.
I'm sure. Because it is.
But now they change it every year.
All right, fine.
I think it's in Kansas City this year.
Who knows? Not me. Not you.
So I apologize. Something I should have looked up.
Well, good luck to everybody in the NFL draft. We hope that you get to the team that you want. You hope you get drafted to the team that you want. And I hope that for everybody's sake that the Patriots keep the third pick and either pick Drake May or Jaden Daniels.
For everybody's sake or for your sake?
For my sake. And for everybody else's sake so that they don't have to hear it on the airwaves here. But other than that, are you ready to get into our Double D's threes?
Let's get it.
The longest episode we've probably ever had, which is going to be amazing because it's the best episode we've ever had as well. So I didn't really know what my Double D's threes this week was really going to be. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't really know what I should do, you know? And then I was thinking, and then I'm like, wait a second. Today seems like a great day. Why don't I look up 3 things that happened today in history? So these are 3 things that happened today, April 23rd, in history. Today, in April 23rd, in 1564, William Shakespeare, the renowned English playwright and poet, was baptized in England. He was baptized. Great.
Right.
Great. And on April 23rd, 1910, President Theodore Roosevelt delivered his Man in the Arena speech at the Sorbonne, I guess you could say, in Paris, France, which is one of the greatest quotes and greatest speeches of all time, I would say. And then finally, I'll say that on this day, April 23rd, in 2005, the first video was uploaded to YouTube by co-founder Jawed Karim, titled Me at the Zoo, marking the beginning of the era of online video sharing. So not only, and I picked these for specific reasons. I picked things because William Shakespeare, writer, okay, renowned poet or whatever, Englishman.
Do you think you know it?
Shakespeare, that's us. Here we are delivering Shakespeare. We're giving a play, Romeo and Juliet over here. Hopefully we don't end up like them. But here we are, William Shakespeare in the flesh. Men in the arena. We are the men in the arena here. We are the ones that put ourselves out there because it's not everyone else. It's us. And then third and final is, of course, YouTube, which we love to upload to every single week for one of our favorite platforms, for your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose.
I love it.
And so there they are. And it's like literally so weird to me. Honestly, it's so bizarre that those 3 things happened today. Like I really, really do believe that I was meant to find those today.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
We're living in a simulation, my love.
Thank you. I'm riding along. I'm riding in the wave. What about you? What are your Double D's threes?
My Double D's threes are the best NFL players that were picked with the number 3 overall pick in the NFL draft.
To represent your Patriots.
To represent my Patriots and to foreshadow who the Hall of Fame caliber type player that they will be drafting this week.
Go for it.
Number 3 overall pick.
Go for it.
Number 3, Dan Marino. I struggled putting Dan Marino on here because, yes, he's a Hall of Fame quarterback, but he is a Miami Dolphin.
Yikes.
And he is a quarterback that he's probably the best quarterback ever, never to win a Super Bowl.
Okay. Sorry.
Although he's a great player. Number 2, Larry Fitzgerald. Amazing wide receiver of the Arizona Cardinals. Just stud. Honestly, a player that was always rumored to come to the Patriots, never did. Stayed with Arizona for the entirety of his career. Overall, great player. Get someone Larry Fitzgerald's caliber, success.
Amazing.
And number 1, Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders was a running back.
Is that not Dion?
No, this is Barry.
They related?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Played around the same. Barry came a little bit sooner than Dion, but Barry was like one of the best players, but he retired really young. He still had a Hall of Fame career, and he still like has a bunch of like records and just known as one of the best running backs of all time. But he just retired young.
Okay.
But once again, you get a Barry Sanders, tip your cap, keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Jonathan Kraft, I will no longer say that you shouldn't be making decisions.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, there you go.
I was honestly like, these are all great players. I was really hoping to have like a multi Super Bowl winning quarterback there.
Yeah. But
it just kind of just scared me more.
Yeah.
I expected like the list of like the number 3 overall picks to just like really stand out to me.
And they didn't.
I mean,
maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the year.
Maybe I don't know. I'm stressing.
It's okay.
It's not even an act. I'm legit stressed about it.
It's okay. Listen to me. There is truly nothing you can do other than deliver the message that you delivered a few mere moments ago to the Patriots. Okay? And from literally, like I always say, my new saying, your lips, God's ears. If you're listening, God, if you're there, please, for the love of God, just make it a good player. Make it someone that'll give you a little bit something. That'll get you all jazzed up, all tingly inside. You know what I mean?
I'll get it.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Same feeling you get watching Jason Tatum.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Jason Tatum. Sure. I'm like, don't you fucking dare do this again. Okay, we have children and other people watching. Maybe. So, I wish you luck. I wish you luck as you go into your 3rd round picks.
I hope you know next week episode will strictly be us doing a deep dive into whoever they take at number 3.
And that's okay.
Right.
I'm down.
All right.
I'm down.
That's gonna be up next week. Like that's gonna be the outline, like doing a deep dive into this dude.
Oh yeah. I'm so excited.
We're gonna need to know like what he ate
for breakfast.
Breakfast before middle school.
That was literally like the same thing I thought in my head. I'm like, well, we're going to discuss what he ate. Like, of course, it's the one thing you both think of. What's this man eating? What's this man up to?
I could go for an ice cream sandwich after this.
Yeah, or matzo crack.
Matzo crack.
It's in there. You can stuff it in the ice cream sandwich. I know. I'm genius. It's time to get into our sick puppy and interesting cat of the week.
Sick puppy, Miles Russell. He's a 15-year-old golfer. Why is he a sick puppy? Because he played in his first professional tournament in the Corn Ferry Tour, so like the level underneath the PGA Tour.
Okay, 15?
15 years old.
That's amazing.
He made the cut.
Oh my God.
Finished 20th.
Go him.
How crazy. 15
Not a care
years
in
old.
the world. That's why. No cares. No worries. Yeah, but when you're
confidence.
young like that, it's all it is though. It's pure confidence. You can play like that. That's amazing.
I think you can still get nervous, but like just the fact that you didn't. Like,
yeah, but like you can get nervous, but then you wouldn't even be at the level that you're at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you got to be able to beat those nerves. Sincerely, I think that's why like a lot of young players are so amazing and the older players aren't. Obviously, you just hear and stuff like that, but like you have to keep your mental strength up the entire time. You can never think about all of those things. Like when you're 15, what are you really thinking about? You got no one younger than you. You got nobody coming in taking your place.
Right.
You're there to take everyone else's.
So
good for him.
Truly have nothing to lose.
Good for him.
Interesting cat. Doing a similar thing as last week. We're picking a whole team here. We're picking up the Florida State University football team.
Okay.
They gave their players ACC championship rings for being ACC champions this year. Great. They deserve it, right? The problem is the ring said that they were unconquered. And on the side of it, it said that their record was 13-0. Newsflash, they were 13-0 at some point in the season, but then they played a 14th game.
No, stop.
In which they lost 63-3.
No, stop.
Okay, so I don't know why they're just deciding to forget that game.
Wait, stop.
But incredibly interesting that they just erase that from the memory.
Florida do as Florida does.
Right, and it'd be
Florida do as Florida does.
Yes.
That's amazing. Selective memory.
Yes.
Something that I choose to have.
Crazy.
My selective memory. That's amazing. I honestly, I really love that.
And I thought maybe like
I love that.
Maybe like since it's the ACC championship, maybe it was just the ACC games like that.
No, just another game that they played and they just didn't include it on the thing.
Yeah,
That's
because
awesome.
they had the other non-conference games.
That's
so, like,
awesome. The way that I love this story, this interesting cat, the FSU football team, is amazing. Like the love that I have for just choosing to be so selective, so much so that you put it on a physical championship.
The rank says unconquered.
No. Like literally.
You were conquered. You lost by 60 points.
Yeah, but that just literally like, and no disrespect. That's literally just talking to someone from Florida. Like now we're unconquered 13-0. It's like, yo, you played a 14th game. Like it's amazing. It's selective memory, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I love this. I couldn't love this more, to be honest with you. It's amazing. It truly is.
It is.
Great choice.
Thank you. Things you may have missed. Aaron Boone, manager for the New York Yankees. Your New York Yankees was ejected yesterday from a game for something that a fan said.
Which was like so crazy. I just think the ump like actually hates him. He's been ejected from, I think he's like he definitely leads the league. I think it's like something like 42 games or something crazy. Hilarious. No, it's amazing. Hilarious. But like that's why I don't understand. The fan said it. The ump didn't care at all. He was like, he literally said, I don't care.
I don't care who said it. You're still gone.
Right.
But that's where I can like, to go back to the beginning of the podcast, that's where I can empathize with like LeBron James and Joel Embiid. Right. Because like sometimes the referees and the umpires, like they do make the show about them when it just shouldn't be the case.
Right. It's just like chill out. Right. You know what I mean?
Exactly. People aren't paying to watch you.
Right.
Moving on. We talked about golf already, but at the highest level of golf, in the men's and the women's areas of golf, we have pure dominance. Scotty Scheffler won again, winning 4 out of the last 5 tournaments he's played in. And that one tournament that he didn't win, he came in second.
I mean,
wild run. But on the women's side, Nelly Korda has actually won 5 in a row.
Good job, Nelly. You get him.
Absolute domination.
Wow, the golf world is just literally being led by 2 leaders. Yep. Nelly and Scotty.
Yep. And then Miles is coming up hard.
Maybe it's just like the IE.
Yeah, maybe.
Nelly, Scotty.
LLY.
Rachel Rooney. That's all I'm saying.
See the connection. Next up, Darren Waller and Kelsey Plum. Both athletes divorce after 13 months of marriage. Thoughts?
I like know who Darren Waller is, like, and I know I showed you this like story, and I was just like, I'm confused. Like, I honestly think I need to do a little bit of a deeper dive, because it was like they both were in Vegas, is what I saw. Yeah. They both were athletes in Vegas, and then he moved to the Giants, and then they were gonna do long distance, and then all of a sudden he just like started posting some like whack ass shit about like not being with your girl, whatever, and then there was like, it's not true, but then like she came out with like a post today that was like, I'm like, stuff's been happening, like I'm not ready to talk about it, but like, no, that's like.
So he played for the Raiders, she played for the Las Vegas Aces. They met there, their relationship bloomed from there. Yes, remember last year he was traded unexpectedly from the Raiders to the New York Giants. And she had a comment saying that he was only traded because the coach wasn't invited to the wedding.
Yes.
That was them. So they were like the it couple in sports for a bit. And then he went to the Giants, has done nothing with them. Wow. Has threatened to retire for Lord knows what reason. And apparently, chaotic. Allegedly, he cheated on her.
Yeah, I mean, unhinged.
Yeah, he's losing it.
Maybe he's like actually losing it though, for real. Like he
I hope not, because he has suffered like specific battles throughout his career with addiction and substances. So,
I'm sure that's like honestly what it is. Like I'm like not trying to like say that, but like I'm sure that something is going on, because this just seems totally awry.
I hope he's all right.
Me too. I hope he's all right too. But I also, if he cheated on her, fuck him. Sorry.
Sincerely.
So.
Another person that this guy, Ryan Garcia, boxer, boxed Saturday night. Leading up to this fight, he pretended to be crazy, and he pretended to like be addicted to drugs, and like saying that like he was.
It's not even funny.
Well, it was all a tactic to like make everybody think that he wasn't good anymore, and like make his opponent think that he wasn't training correctly. and he ended up freaking eating this guy alive to the point where he missed weight by 3 pounds. And he made an agreement with his opponent, which Devin Haney was his opponent. He made an agreement with him that he would pay him $500,000 for every pound he missed weight by. He missed weight by 3 pounds, so before the fight, he even had to give him $1.5 million.
What?
And then
why? Like that? It just seems so chaotic. Like
yeah, he actually honestly
just stop being chaotic.
Right?
That's not even
he had a great point. He had a great point though. He did have a great point in his post-fight interview where he was just like, listen, like he was trying to prove a point. He was saying of like, this is what's wrong with social media. Like you don't believe everything you see on social media. Like you see.
Yeah, like what a weird point to prove though. Like this is just like bizarro. Like, but he's like making it his entire personality. It's not believing it on social media. Like he's acting that way. It's not just something he's putting out. Like he's acting that way. So obviously people are gonna believe it if that's the way he's acting.
All I know is that he was plus 500 and Lucas had it on, and I used to like Ryan Garcia, and I was like, this is just too much juice for him. I bet on him, and I won.
I just the point is missed to me. Okay. You know what I mean?
That's
but
fair.
It probably didn't go over these UFC fans' heads. Like they probably were like oh my
boxing.
Or they're probably like, oh my god, they ate it up. I'm sure. Like, oh, this is why you don't like
I ate it up.
Whatever. Like, are you kidding? Like, okay, thanks for proving your point. Like, literally acting like a crazy person, like, for no reason. Like, did you have a good time? Weirdo. Bizarre.
Okay. Next up, Zach Wilson was traded from the Jets to the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, have fun. Have fun with the Broncos.
Zach Wilson era.
Thank God. I'm actually very, very happy
New York.
not to see him on the Jets anymore. I really can't stand him. I really can't.
Cormani McLean, who is a stud defensive back in college, is transferring out of Colorado away from Deion Sanders, saying that he wants to play for a legit team, not a team that just is looking for clicks.
But they're not looking for clicks. Aren't they winning too?
They ended up falling off.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yikes. Well, I mean, I guess it's like here and there, but it's like also like with the more clicks, the more money you get. So it's like, and the more opportunity. It's kind of hard. Double-edged sword.
Definitely double-edged sword.
I could see where he's coming from. I mean, maybe he wanted to just be on a team where he's like coached better or something. Like maybe something along that line.
Yeah, I'm sure
know.
there had to be a disagreement somewhere.
Yeah, something's going on.
Awry. Jonte Porter, we talked about him a couple weeks ago for being investigated for, he plays in the NBA, being investigated for gambling stuff. He's been banned for life from the NBA for what they found. They found basically that...
Do you even know who this man is? Like, no, right?
He was a solid player. His brother plays for the Nuggets. He's a good player.
Banned for life is like low-key wild, though.
That's what I mean.
I wonder what he was really doing.
He was giving people information like on his injuries and stuff, and so that they could, and he bet money against himself, and so that people would take him and other people would take the under, and what.
So are they gonna get in trouble or no?
No, it's more just him.
Yikes.
Because he's the guy.
Right.
He's giving the information. Like insider trading.
Yikes.
Then last up, Blake Griffin retired. Congratulations to Blake Griffin on a
Congrats, Blake Griffin. I'm sad because like I literally thought you played for the Celtics until like a couple episodes ago. Like I still thought you were there. I was asking about you. So congrats on being retired though, because I know who you are. So.
And then things to watch. Cover them enough, I think.
Yes, the NBA, the NHL, and of course, the NFL draft. The NFL draft.
That's all I have for you, my love.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ethan, for grabbing these incredible stories, for explaining everything to me. And like honestly, there was a point like I don't even know what we talked about anymore because I feel like we discussed so much. We covered every topic.
Here, there,
and everywhere.
That's it.
We truly were here, there, and everywhere. And I love you. I think you are the best. And I really do appreciate all of the hard work that you put in every single week. That, you know, some of the people that they don't say. And I love that you always make these cutie little outlines. You did amazing. And you're fabulous. And thank you, everybody, for listening. You're just as fabulous. Let us know your thoughts on the draft. Let us know your thoughts on the pod. You know, we're always open to suggestions. We're open to...
Drake, Mary, Jane, Daniel. Drake, Mary, Jane, Daniel. Drake, Mary, Jane, Daniel.
Comments, concerns,
Drake, Mary, Jane, Daniel.
questions, suggestions.
Lord, give me a quarterback.
Lord, give this man a quarterback. And I hope you have a great rest of your week,
go
everyone.
Bees, go C's, go Pats.
Cheers. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to our podcast wherever you watch and listen, and give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Double Dose Pod. Thank you.